Yo guys, what's up? It's Wangatang here. I hope you're having a fantastic morning. And today I've got some Dirty Bomb gameplay commentary, live action shenanigans for you. I'm playing some Fletcher. That's mostly the plan. I'm gonna talk about Fletcher a lot here, because he's a very interesting merc that a lot of people like to call OP or underpowered. Like, people just don't know how to make up their mind. Like, is he OP or is he underpowered? I don't really know. So, as someone who plays Fletcher almost religiously now, because that's what I do for my. Oh my god. Okay. Why was that back there? Alright, I'm just going to keep talking. But yeah, as someone who plays Fletcher a lot, I have some insights and what I want to talk about with him. That was probably the worst place. I guess that makes... I don't know. I mean, it worked, so I can't say it was the worst place proxy mine. But it was definitely not like in an advantageous spot for sure. Like, that was to catch me and only me. So, that's okay. We'll deal. So... I'm gonna try to kill that guy, throw some stickies. So, obviously Fletcher is an objective specialist, which makes him, it's a very interesting take, because there's only 3 objective specialists, and you don't get one to start. So, personally, if I was just starting the game out again, Fletcher is the first person I'd buy. Just because he's great for game mode XP, and you just don't have an objective specialist. You have Skyhammer. God, these proxy mines. But yeah, so you have Skyhammer, you have Aura, but you don't have anyone that can do objective shenanigans. Therefore, you need someone like Fletcher to, you know, do that stuff quickly. And Fletcher is very interesting compared to the other 2 objective specialists, which would be Proxy and Bushwhacker, who are both very defensive oriented. Let's be honest, the turret is not super offensive. You kind of have to wait for people to walk into that. And the proxy mines, you're placing them, and either you're going to shoot them later, or you're waiting for someone to walk into them, like what I just did so much there. Why can't I plant? Oh, it is planted. What the hell? I'm retarded. Okay. I'm in there, I'm like planted. Like, I don't see it in the middle because they planted it in a shitty spot. But, although it's planted for MG, it's not the worst spot I've seen. Definitely not the best. Okay, there's the Bishlock. So, while the other 2 objective specialists are very, very, very defensive oriented, Fletcher is the only one that can be offense and defense, which makes him, oh, I'm gonna die, surprisingly unique in that sense, where he can do a lot of different things, because I can lob stickies on offense and put some pressure on, which the other 2 objective specialists lack. Very hard to put pressure on an enemy team or spawn camp or do any of that kind of stuff with proxy mines. It's just very hard to do that. But, I mean, each of those mercs do have their spot. Proxy and Bushwhacker aren't terrible. They're not Thunder. So I will give him some credit where credit is, you know, deserved. However, Fletcher is just, he's more rounded of a character. He can play both offense and defense. Let's grab some ammo here. And it gives him a lot of options for what he wants to do. And you can play him on almost every map and almost all situations. Now, Trainyard and Bridge, Underground, really, there's a lot of very good maps for this guy. And I'm going to talk about some of the... That was back there the whole time? What you want to do when you look for cards is you want Lock On. That's the augment you really, really want, because that lets you detonate your stickies faster. It drops it quite significantly, and that's what I'm using right now. I'm using the Bishlock one with that. There's also a shotgun one, and they're pretty even, so if you like the shotguns, although, you know, I don't suggest you guys get used to the shotguns. I think it's, again, shotgun's very situational, and... you know, it's not nearly as powerful, I think, as the Bishlock, because the Bishlock is insane. Did I stick that proxy? I didn't. Damn. Let's cover over here. So, after lock-on, Quick Draw also reduces some of that arm speed a little bit, but not quite to the point of lock-on. So you really want to get lock-on, but let's say you have a gold, you want to use your gold, and it's got Quick Draw. Not a big deal. Now, I highly suggest you use the Empire 9 as a secondary. Don't use the revolver. I love the revolvers on, like, Skyhammer. Not on a class where I'm constantly out of ammo and I'm running around and I gotta do a lot of shit. And most of the time I'm out of ammo in both guns. So the fact that if I had a revolver, it's just not good. I think you guys can understand that. Our team's rolling right along here. Here we go. We'll push up to 3rd point. Although Fletcher definitely is not good on this 3rd point. I don't think he is. I think more long-range classes are. I'm going to stick with him, see what we can do here. Gonna let the train blow up and not kill me. I've had that happen on way too many occasions. Alright, so let's hope this thing's still glitched. No, it's dumb. But if you just double tap 1, it will remove the glitch, although it does take up some time. So I like to sneak this around the back. But yeah, so Fletcher's actually got a lot of cards that are very good. The A31 is the other one I'm not using, but it's also very effective at doing the, Fletcher shenanigans that you want. So we're going to hide, be very sneaky. They're all going to walk past, except this guy. He's going to die. Appreciate it, man. We're going to bring it right around the back, and hopefully they'll be pushed up still, because it's early on. They won't even notice. Like, this guy's not going to even notice. Not going to notice. Oh, he noticed. That was surprisingly close. Oh, man. What is Fletcher really good against, and what is Fletcher not so good against? Let's be honest. He's got a lot of strengths. I'm not gonna downplay that. He is good, like I said, almost in every situation as an objective specialist. Because let's be honest, your team needs an objective specialist. You got to repair the EV. Very few times you don't need one, like defense on EV map. You'd probably have an Artie. But the same thing kind of goes. Like, he's better on offense than proxy, and that's one of those things. Like, most times on defense, you're not going to be using an objective specialist, and that's where proxy would actually be the best. But you'd much rather have a thicker merc. Alright, so yeah, as you can see, I'm having a little difficulty coming in here. So Fletcher's probably best, I'd say, against support or fire support. All of those guys, Artie, he's pretty good against. Kira, he's phenomenal against, and medics. Pretty much because the sticky bomb does just enough to one-shot every medic but Sawbones. Oh, I'm screwed. Got him. Just kidding. That's a lot of headshots. By the way, aim punch is absolutely absurd with Fletcher. You can get so much aim punch off, it really hurts people. But yeah, I'd say the people he's best against are the fire support role. And I'm not going to include, oh, he's great against snipers. Well, if the sniper's in close quarters, he's bad against everyone. Like, you're not going to see a red eye ever beat a Fletcher if they're up close. Like, that's just not happening. So I'm not going to include that. And Phantom, well, everyone's kind of good against Phantom as long as you have eyes. So that's kind of there. So Vasily is obviously a great counter. Same with red eye. Fletcher's really bad at long range. So a lot of times Starks will get him, even though I did say he's good against fire support. If you get him up close and you play your battle, you want to begin, hiding behind corners, baiting people into you, and just using walls as your advantage. Remember, the stickies don't lose accuracy if you throw them off a wall or if you jump and throw them. So that's definitely his high mark right there, is I can do some crazy jumping shenanigans and still get off an accurate sticky. I'll try to show you later on defense on this map. There's some amazing sticky spots that are just absolutely absurd. But he's definitely weak against long range, and because he's an objective specialist, he's a very high prize target. He's not nearly as high prize as a medic. If you can pick a medic, that's probably better. But a lot of the times, people are pushing. First person they're going for, or let's say team's trying to retake after your bomb plant. The first person they're targeting right there is the objective specialist, straight up. So a lot of times you're actually going to get targeted, and people are going to be going for you solely because of what you are able to do to them. Fletcher being able to defuse stuff so quickly is just absolutely absurd, and that's one of his biggest weaknesses, actually, is 2-on-1s or 3-on-1s. If 3 people are looking at him, he does not have much to do against that. If 3 people aren't looking at him, well, then he'll do pretty well because he's got the stickies. I'm going to duel that guy out. Saw that aura. Don't even try that. 1 health. I'm on the long. This is going to be long spawn if I die, so let's hide. I don't want to get longed, so there's some game sense for you. Don't get long spawned. Alright, 17 ammo is also really bad. Let's let them walk past me. Then surprise! I want to go for those proxies because they're nice, juicy targets for my stickies. If I can get the fragger, I will. Yeah, I got him. Cool. Gibbed. But yeah, fragger is also a really good counter for Fletcher because he's got so much health, the stickies won't do too much to him, especially because his best M4 loadout has Unshakable, so they'll be doing even less. Plus, fraggers normally have a medic with them, So 2 people shooting at 1 person is already good, but, you know, Fletcher doesn't have much to deal with that. Maybe he's able to pick the medic, maybe not. Stop warping, bud. Thank you. Ooh, I wonged him. That's going to be effective. Won't be seeing him for 20 more seconds. That's good. But yeah, as you can see, I can jump up here and throw that. I thought there's enemies up there. They were actually my teammates. Don't worry. All the same. But the other class is really good. It's actually Nader. The best way to counter Fletcher I've seen is to just not let him get a kill. He's very good at playing his own little game, like hiding behind corners like this. I'm not gonna push that shit. I'm waiting for them to push me or them to make a mistake. So a lot of times all you can do is chip damage at the Fletcher, and that's what Nader's great for. She can bank shots a lot and just do some chip damage and make the Fletcher back off. And because of that, he gets out of position, and then it's normally easier to kill him. Also, Kronsny or SMG9 are very good close quarter weapons, and because of that, they can do a lot of damage very quickly, and then you have the aim punch working for you, as all SMGs have some absolutely absurd aim punch that you can do. Now, there's Phoenix dead, which is very useful because, again, 1 sticky gets him. I'm going to reset that there. I need to get around. We got too many teammates up here. Oh, I got someone. That's worth it. See, it's throwing some stickies, putting pressure on. Always pretty effective. I'll see if I can pick someone coming out of spawn. I don't see it. Okay, that's fine. Oh, there's a proxy. Looks like we're about to get stalled out here. That's unfortunate. But I don't think they'll be able to push through this. Oh, it's a double. Aura stations get absolutely wrecked by Fletcher. His ability to throw down 3 or 4 stickies. I know there's a guy back here. Oh, he's dead. Is just absolutely phenomenal. Oh, maybe we got it. Maybe. Maybe. Oh. Body block him. Go, go, go. Oh, we got it. They're all dead. Besides this proxy. Oh, that's... Oh, there we go. Got it. Whew, that was clutch. Whew, jeez. Yo guys, so I'm actually going to end the video here, even though I did record the second half of this game. It was actually super boring, and looking back on the footage, I realized I talked about everything I wanted to beforehand, and I'll just save you guys from another 14 minutes of us spawn camping them. Hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you next time. Peace out.
You take me higher, higher than I've been before. You take me higher.